these are the ingredients you're going to need for tonight's tomato risotto. So we're going to need 500 grams of risotto rice, 1 onion, about 6 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, generous sprig of thyme, bunch of basil, 100 grams of, 150 grams of Parmesan cheese, some butter, some passata, I think I'd say 500 grams of passata, some frozen peas, found a bit of spinach in the fridge, we're going to put that in there, and a litre of chicken stock or veg stock, whatever you've got, guys. Along with that, obviously, we need some olive oil and some salt. Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're well and I hope you're all safe. So for tonight's installment, we've been eating a lot of meat. We've been eating quite a lot of meat, quite a lot of fish. So I'm going to go vegetarian tonight. It's a lovely evening. I'm just going to go with a lovely sort of tomato risotto with some spring vegetables, which I've found in the fridge and freezer. So the risotto tonight is going to take quite a bit of time, so I'm going to sort of like edit it in different stages, but I'll run you through the process as we go along. So first thing we got to do is sweat the onions off. So we're going to add about 100 ml of olive oil to a hot pan. Then we're going to add 1 finely diced onion to that. So again guys, if you've watched my previous videos, you'd understand what sweating the onion means. So we're just going to sweat that down so it's nice and soft, nice and translucent, and nice and sweet. Just gonna add to this about 25 grams of butter, just to help the onions along. So I'm gonna sweat that down. In the onions, I'm just gonna put about 3 sprigs of picked thyme as well. And I'm gonna pop a lid on that, guys, and then just let that sweat for about 10 minutes. Okay, guys, 10 minutes are up. Just gonna check the onions. Just gonna show you the onions up to the camera there. So that's what we're looking for, something like that, you know. Nice and translucent, nice and sweated off there. Now what I'm going to add to this now, I'm going to add the garlic. Again guys, you're probably looking at it, I've turned the garlic into a puree, and you're probably looking at about 4 cloves of garlic there, garlic puree. The reason I don't add the garlic with the onions is if I add the garlic with the onions, the garlic will burn, because there's a higher sugar content in the garlic. And then if we put it in the same time as the onions, it will just burn. It'll cook quicker and then burn quicker. So just gonna put a lid on that again. So again, guys, I'm gonna give that garlic 5 minutes. Right, 5 minutes are up for the garlic. Just gonna take a look. And like I've said, guys, about these layers, it's really important that we get these layers right in the beginning, and if we get the layers right in the beginning, what we end up with is a really nice flavour in the risotto. So that's the garlic sweated down now. So just going to add a little pinch of salt to this, guys, just to help everything along. I'd say about, you know, a generous pinch there. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. And then I'm going to cook out the tomato puree. Just for a few minutes, guys. And again, risotto, guys, really versatile risotto. You can add anything to a risotto. So be creative. You know, I'm just making a tomato one because I have, you know, passata, I've got basil, I've got some peas, I've got some spinach. So you can put whatever you want in there. You can have some fish in there, add some saffron in there. It's up to you. Just going to show you the, I've now cooked out the tomato puree there, like so, right? So, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to add the risotto rice. So it's 500 grams of risotto rice. I'm going to add that to the onions, the garlic, and the tomato. And again, I'm just going to cook this slightly, just for a minute or so. I just want to coat the rice and all the onions and all the oil and butter and tomato and garlic. Now, this risotto is probably going to take about, I'd say about 25 minutes to cook. So after 20 minutes, I'm then going to add some vegetables to it. If I add the spinach and peas now, by the time it's ready, it's going to be overcooked. So I'll let this cook for about 20 minutes and then we're going to add our vegetables. So here we have the stock, the 1 litre of vegetable stock, chicken stock, whatever stock you can get your hands on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add 1 ladle at a time. Just 1 ladle. And risotto, we can't leave it, guys. We've just got to stand here and show it some love. You know, we've really got to nurture the risotto. We've got to make sure it doesn't stick. And we're just going to keep an eye on it. So we're just going to add a ladle of stock at a time. Like so. Next, guys, I'm going to add the passata. So passata is basically just chopped tomatoes, pureed up into a juice, like so. It smells great, guys. I smell garlic, I smell onions, I smell tomatoes, it smells great. So this is going to take about 20 minutes, guys. So I'll just quickly show you where we're at just now. That's where we're at just now, okay? And then we're just going to continue adding this stock, just a ladle at a time, until all the stock has gone and it's absorbed within the risotto rice. So I'm just going to keep doing that. That's probably going to take about 20 minutes, guys. So we'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, guys. So 20 minutes are up. Now all I've been doing in that 20 minutes is just nurturing it, just showing it some love, just adding the stock, you know, 1 ladle at a time. I've probably got about, I'd say about a ladle and a half left. So this is where we're at now, almost there. Probably got about another 5 minutes to go, but I just want to show you the consistency. It's still a little bit al dente, so it's still got at least another 5 minutes to go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the spinach and the peas. Nice bit of green, it'll just give it a bit of colour. So I'm going to put that back on the gas. And I'm just going to mix that through. So again, guys, I've got more stock here. So a little bit of stock. And then I'm going to continue to cook that just a little bit at a time. This smells great, guys. It smells great. Beautiful. So this is going to cook for another 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back in 5, and then we will finish off the risotto. Hi guys, welcome back. So 5 minutes are up. This risotto is looking beautiful. So I'm just going to test the risotto just to make sure I'm happy with this texture of the rice. A little bit of salt in there, guys. Right now, like I said, I've just added that stock slowly, just to release that starches from the rice, and just to make it make it nice and creamy. So I'm just going to finish this off with, I'd say about 50 grams of butter. Just going to fold that into the risotto. A little bit of butter at the end just makes it nice and creamy and nice and rich. You can see the spinach in there. You can see the peas in there. It's looking great, guys. So once the butter's mixed in, I'm going to add about 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. And what the Parmesan cheese will do, it'll just season the risotto up nicely, and that will just hold the risotto together when we serve it. You can use mascarpone instead of butter. There's some chefs out there who use mascarpone, equally as good as butter. You just want to enrich in it last minute. Wow. The smell that's coming off here is ridiculous. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the consistency. I'm happy with the flavor. I'm happy with the smell. That's amazing. So we're going to dress this. So again, ideally you would just serve it in the middle of the table, guys, for everyone to share. But I'm going to do you guys a plate so you can see where we're at. Let me get a spoon. It's lovely and creamy. It smells great. The texture, really happy with the texture. Texture's fantastic. Wow. We'll just give that a knock. Just gonna add a little bit of Parmesan cheese in the top of there. And then some fresh basil. We're just going to put a bit of fresh basil on the top of there. Basil, tomato, just smells lovely, guys, you know. And then just to finish it off, a little bit of olive oil. And then we have it, guys. We have a beautiful, lovely, light, colourful tomato risotto with some spring vegetables in there. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay well, stay at home, and I'm going to eat this, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.